I love it when my opinion matters. So I think I was talking a little bit about this last night. Our whole lives as teenagers or children, when we're young, our parents tell us you have to wait for the adults to stop speaking to talk, and you have to be quiet when the adults are speaking, and the children are silenced and put onto the kids' table because the adults don't want to hear them talk, which I understand. Kids are annoying sometimes, but that made me kind of feel like my opinion didn't matter, and if I were to speak up, that I didn't have enough knowledge or information or evidence to actually make any point at all. So I would kind of just stay quiet and not say anything because that's what I just figured would be best for everyone. But recently, since I've become an adult, I've been to events with adults and I can actually talk to them and they actually care what I'm saying. And it's a whole different world, and it feels really good to just know that, like, I said that and someone agreed with me and someone actually respects my opinion or cares about my opinion. And it's just like a whole new thing that I've never really experienced before. And it feels really good to feel appreciated and feel like I'm in the conversation as well, and I'm not just this young girl who doesn't know anything, which I still am a young girl who doesn't know as much as these two, but I feel very included and happy to be in a conversation with wise adults. So it just feels really good.
You're in a big conversation right now because there's a lot of people all over the world from every cultural background listening to what you have to say.
I know. I hope my opinion matters to everyone, but
a lot it will. Some it won't. It'll piss them off because they're just miserable, unhappy people. The world's full of them.
It's just one opinion from one girl in one state, but there's billions of people in the world. So if you don't like my opinion, just find someone else's opinion you like.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke, as Mick Jagger said.
I mean, I'm not a kid anymore, but I still consider myself a kid sometimes. When you're a kid and you're talking with your parents or you're talking with a bunch of older people, I feel like sometimes I say something and everyone just is like, and kind of ignores it. And I feel like a lot of the time I just feel uneducated, and I feel like when I put my opinion out there, like it's not really heard and everyone just kind of like throws it aside. So when I'm actually having a conversation with someone and they care about like what I say, it just like feels really good because I feel like I'm like worthy of talking and like conversating. I feel like there's a lot of times when my opinion doesn't matter at all, and I respect that and I like stay away. I keep my mouth shut, but when I get to actually be opinionated, it feels good to be listened to and like be heard. And that's, as I get older, it's a lot happens a lot more when my opinion matters. But yeah, I really enjoy being heard. It feels good. It feels really good.
Coach Gracie.
I love puzzles and games. So this is more of just like a personal enjoyment, but my whole life I've been obsessed with my Wii. In high school, all I did during class was just puzzles, computer puzzles, and my teachers would be saying, Gracie, turn it off. Like, you're puzzling again. Write your essay. So I would close the tab and then wait for the teacher to walk away and then put the tab back up.
How dare you puzzle in my class?
But for some reason, I still have like 3 different puzzle games on my phone right now, but I just love puzzles. And I don't know really how that applies to my life yet, but I guess it has to do with problem solving, critical thinking.
Well, it also stimulates your brain. It prevents dementia and Alzheimer's, and it also is a sign of somebody who doesn't like their brain to rest. You constantly want to be challenged, and if it's a boring teacher, you're not being challenged, and that's the sign of a very stimulated brain that never wants to stop working.
I love being stimulated, and before I go to bed, I can't just go to bed. I have to go on my phone for at least like 2 hours.
Stimulated?
Stimulated.
Oh, I was like simulated.
No.
What is that?
No.
Like, you love being simulated, huh?
No, I like constant stimulation. I can't just like sit and listen to music and stare at a wall. Like, no, I have to be doing something.
You have to have a project. Yeah.
Yes. And I feel like that's why sometimes I think I have like a minor case of ADD. just because
You never can stop.
I have to be like, I can't put my attention to one thing and focus on. I have to be like doing
Always
projects
distracted.
and like, yeah, like I can't. I have to fidget. Look, literally playing with my rings all the time. I don't know. I love puzzles and games. In high school, everyone knew me as the puzzle girl. I would
That's
sit
a nice
on
moniker to go by.
yeah, I would sit on my laptop and play puzzles all day.
Do you ever play Sudoku?
Yes, I love Sudoku.
I suck
oh
at
my
Sudoku.
gosh, it's such a plain thing. Like
I played
you
it
go
like
to the
once.
bookstore and get the Sudoku book on the plane. I love.
My
puzzles.
sister always tries to challenge me in Sudoku.
In what way? Like how?
Like she'll just print out like 2 different sheets. We'll go at the same time.
Oh, and like yeah, no, it's so fun. I used to have the app on my phone too. I just love like solving puzzles. I have so many puzzle games on my phone. I don't know really how that applies to my life yet, but I'm figuring that out. I'm definitely not a gamer. I definitely don't have the magic fingers when it comes to like playing on a joystick. I definitely cannot play video games.
What about keyboard and
But
mouse?
maybe I haven't tried yet. I love playing games. It's so fun to me for some reason. I've been playing games and puzzles since I was little. I feel like it's just something I've grown up with. I love doing and creating all types of art. Now, I wouldn't consider myself an artist, but I love doing art. I'm an art major right now. I love creating. It's honestly where I'm most happy and with myself.
What does that look like? What type of creating?
It could be painting, it could be sewing, it could be designing, like any type of art, music. I wouldn't say they're good songs, but I have created songs in my past, and it's just so fun. Like I just love creating things and making things. And
She used to write fan fiction.
no, it was not fan fiction, Mom. That's false. I would write stories on a app that was for fan fiction.
believe-
Okay, I don't
She
know
hit
the
a nerve.
difference.
Fan fiction is like when you write about like bands and stuff. And
Oh.
I was not like I liked those people, but I was
Wow.
never really into them.
I don't know what the difference is.
Wait, you really just exposed me.
I'm sorry. You
It's
can cut that part out.
You can keep it in. It's a little embarrassing. Okay, moving on.
That's a fucking trip.
I love animals. I have 4 cats right now and 2 dogs. And I just like being surrounded by cute little companions who will always be loyal to you because you're all they know. And I don't know, I just like caring for things, caring for little animals, and they care for you as well. We have cats who, whenever we cry or if we scream, they run to us and they lay on our chests to calm us down. Like, I don't know. I just like having a little person to do, or a little animal to do life with. It feels good. It feels like I'm not alone. I love finding inspiration and motivation through others. When I was younger, I used to watch the motivational speeches on YouTube. And I wouldn't have like a goal to complete. I would just love like hearing the motivation, and it gave me chills everywhere, and the music they chose. I don't know. I love inspirational people and getting inspired by others. It just feels good. And it feels like it's like the start of a new project or start of a new beginning is getting inspired. I love the feeling I get after doing something good for another person. This kind of goes along with the love language of gift giving, I feel like, because I love watching my work in someone like pay off, or when my friend gets in the car and they're unhappy and I crack a joke and they smile, like it's just like, oh, I did that, like I helped them. Like I just love being there for people and doing anything I can to help them. It's good to know that you're actually making a change or doing something in life and helping someone. Even if it's the littlest thing, it's just like, at least I'm doing something and I'm not just sitting here and wasting time. Like I'm helping someone. I love seeing others succeed. It's good to see people happy and seeing their hard work pay off. And even though it's their success, by watching them celebrate their success, I feel happy for their success too. Like, I feel like it rubs off onto me. And it just, seeing people happy, it just makes me happy. I don't know. It's fun to watch others live their lives and know them from when they were just a little teenager starting their life to now running their own business and being so successful, buying all these cars and doing all this stuff. It's just cool to watch the progress of a person and how they grow and how they go down and how they go up and how they go down and up. I feel like it's very
And that's about
interesting.
relationships and being involved in somebody's life and hyping them up and gassing them up when they need it. And they want to hear that because they've been working really hard. It's relationships. It's honestly everything Corey does, honestly.
Mhm.
Life is relationships.
Your relationships with yourself and other people.
Yeah.
It's everything.
I love seeing others succeed, especially my close friends and family. It just feels really good to see other people happy and successful. All I want in life is for the people around me to succeed. It almost gives you like a sense of motivation when you see someone else succeed too. It like makes you want to be in their shoes, and it gives you the motivation to like keep going. I don't know. I just love seeing other people happy and successful. It just makes me feel like, hell yeah. I don't know. Like, that's exactly how I describe it.